Right, there we go. Where we left them, they were all on board and ready to get on their helicopters. So they're all outside the Orion landing pod, which had a perfect landing. And look at them. Oh, look at them. Oh, amazing. They're human record breakers. Out of this world record breakers. People who have been to beyond where anyone's been before. These are the voyages.
This is Mission Control Houston.
Oh,
The mission is over, but the melody lingers on
you're right.
as jubilation continues here in the flight control room.
You're absolutely right.
We should be expecting NASA's Associate Administrator, Amit Kshatriya, to be joining us shortly
Looking
for a
forward
short
to it.
interview while the recovery operations continue out in the Pacific.
Cool.
So we'll stand by for that.
Okay.
And then we'll turn it back over to Megan Cruz aboard the USS John P. Murtha.
Fantastic. These are the voyages of the Starship Artemis 2. Their returning voyage home after being out in the stars beyond where any man has gone before. Now, as they are on their raft, we shall see them go into, one at a time, a helicopter to take them to a aircraft carrier, Captain. People will come and tell us what's happening soon, because I'm in a different time zone. We got boats. Hey, G4. No, wait, G spot. No, G4. No, you sunk my battleship. Oh, dude. Well, come on, we gotta do something. We've been waiting here for like 4 hours. Where's my fucking helicopter? I want to go home. I just went to the moon. First enough, I've got seconds with the present. What? I didn't say that. Weren't me. Who said that? Yeah, it was him. In the cabin. He shouted it so loud that everyone heard. You left the microphones on in the cabin, by the way. I know you said it turned off all the electronics, but you couldn't have turned off the breathing apparatus, so they must have been connected somehow. Just saying, hashtag. Yeah.
This is Mission Control Houston here in the Artemis Flight Control Room.
What's up, dude?
A number of flight controllers basking in the glory of the successful end of this mission.
I can hear
It
them.
carried 4 astronauts around the moon on a lunar flyby, and the first test flight of Orion with crew members on board. Splashdown occurring an hour and 32 minutes ago after a flawless descent back into the Earth's atmosphere for the vehicle. Its 4 crew members in good shape, simply enjoying their time right now on the front porch, as it were, the inflatable raft alongside of their Integrity spacecraft. We're expecting Amit Kshatriya, the NASA Associate Administrator, to join us here momentarily for a brief interview before we turn it back over to Megan Cruz aboard the USS John P. Murtha, the recovery ship.
And we're still seeing no signs of any Fantastic Four powers coming through yet. So, as we wait for the helicopters and the interviews from Mission Control, and we got the lady from the cruise ship that was in the helicopter. I can't remember her name, but she's fucking awesome, right? She explained everything awesomely. And what is that guy doing over there? Is that a diver? Is he lost? Why is he all the way over there? Dude, there's nowhere to go. Come home. Come back. Someone, like, throw him a fucking line or something. Is he wrestling a shark? Oh shit. Sorry, that's scary, because I watched this film about this town where they had like this kind of tornado and it just washed the river in, but it washed the river so much that this milk truck delivering like not milk truck, farm truck delivering like pig's blood fell over and all these sharks just came into this flooding town. It was crazy. But that's nothing like this. We're not going to get sharks. They're going to be on a helicopter soon. No sharks in a helicopter. But look, they're totally clear of the balloon of the pod now. Look at them. They're on the left there.
This is Mission Control Houston. We're about an hour and 34 minutes since the textbook splashdown of integrity in the Pacific to bring home our astronauts. And with us now is Amit Kshatriya, the NASA Associate Administrator. Amit, a little bit of history made tonight, a little bit of history made over the past few weeks. Your thoughts as this team here basks in the glow of what they just accomplished?
Yeah, Rob, we're here in the control center, and it's kind of overrun with jubilant folks in the Mission Control Houston, as well as engineering, and folks that just want to be here, part of it, as we watch our crew get extracted from the vehicle. And, you know, my thought is always about these teams, the team that's in the water right now, pulling the crew out, the team here in Houston that worked so hard over the last 10 days, no sleep to get this done. You know, we still have some work to do to get the crew to the med bay here
and my thought
on the
is,
ship. They
just
all look
like
great
everyone else,
so we're hopefully that won't be too long. You know,
too.
I think we saw the administrator on the boat too, giving his thanks to the Navy team on the Mirtha, which they're just an incredible group of sailors. I was able to visit with them a couple weeks ago. And then if you pull it all the way back to the workers and the folks that joined the rocket at Michoud, that made the heat shield tiles that held together tonight, that builders, that stacked the vehicle in Florida, that integrated the vehicle in Denver, that fired the engines in Stennis, that fired the boosters in Promontory. I mean, this is the entire team, you know, coming together and being tested by the environment that this machine went through. And they did it right. The work was good. They did it right.
You've said in a number of briefings, of course, and in other forums that this is just the first step. The cadence has to step up, as the administrator has indicated. Now, it's a little early for the full report card on how Integrity did, but did this mission ultimately, from your eyes view, exceed expectations?
It absolutely did. I mean, I was waiting to talk about this until we were in the water, and, you know, I think we still have, again, work to do to bring it in and really kind of go through it bolt by bolt and see what we learned. But, I mean, so far, given what we learned during the mission and given how we performed on ascent, on entry, you know, I always think about energy in terms of the states that you worry about the most, and every time we put these machines through these incredibly energetic states that came through. So I'm fairly confident that we made a big step tonight to get us on the path towards the surface. I think the path to the surface is open now. You know, we do have to do all the work, and we'll make sure we talk about that as cleanly as we can. We learned a few things during the mission, but I have to tell you, this was an incredible test of an incredible machine.
I made it happen.
From an American psyche standpoint, the Empire State Building was lit up red, white, and blue tonight. Our coverage was seen on baseball stadiums around the major leagues.
This is what
How captivating was this experience for the American people, for the world, in fact, as we returned to the moon?
You know, I have not been able to watch a lot of the coverage as we've progressed through the mission. I will tell you, just, you know, from my witness in Florida before launch, and then seeing the people's faces here, and then, you know, reading where I can about how things are going. I think this has been a gift to the world.
It is.
From NASA. NASA has given the world a gift, proving to folks all over the place, especially young people, and that to me is what this is really about. Young people, when they see what we can do when we work together, when we have teams that collaborate, that, you know, it doesn't matter how hard the problems are, we can solve them. I'm hopeful that Artemis 2, as folks witness what we were able to do with this incredible crew, this incredible team that we've birthed into the world, scientists and engineers and artists that have been inspired by this. And even if they don't come work in the program, which separately they should come work in the program, because Lord knows we need the help. But even if they don't want to come work in the program, hopefully they grow up to recognize they can do amazing things when they work together and contribute to society and be good citizens and really change the way, you know, the challenges that are coming in the world are overcomable if we work work together like this.
And one final question. You know, flying to the moon, we did it. We've done it again this past week and a half or so. But the engineering that went behind the design of this mission and the precision, the pinpoint precision of this vehicle entering that entry corridor, it's almost mind-boggling.
It is incredible when you think about the energies involved and the uncertainties involved. That when we inserted the vehicle into orbit, it was 99.2% down the middle. When we dropped the vehicle right on top of the fleet here, our guys knew exactly where to go, but the guidance was perfect. And it's interesting. I've got this question a lot over the last few weeks about, we did this before 53 years ago, and that. It is a reasonable thing to contemplate, like what's gone on since then. And what I'd tell you is
mathematics, astronomy.
When we did Apollo, which again, the more we learn about what they did, the more magical it seems what they were able to accomplish given the technology and the learnings that they had. But when we did Apollo, the architects of Apollo, Gilbert, Seaman, von Braun, Mueller, what they really, really wanted to do, as they were contemplating what it meant to expand our range of action to the lunar surface, what they wanted to do was learn how to live and work in space for a long time. They wanted to do that first before they were confident they could expand their range of action to the moon. Now, of course, the politics of the time and the mission at the time was different, and so they had to go straight to the moon and bring people home. And then after that, the program kind of lost its momentum. But after that, NASA kept moving along those paths, right? So we recognized during Apollo that reusability was going to be important. We spent a lot of money on those machines, and we spent a lot of money on these machines here. But we recognized that reusability was important, which is why we built a winged space plane called Space Shuttle, and then we used that reusable machine to build a space station. And we learned for 25 years how to live and work in space, and have been able to develop technologies that can enable exploration. So really, what I think is now, 53 years later, we're at the point where the architects of Apollo would have been pleased that we're now ready to actually go back to the moon and go back to stay, because we've learned all the things we needed to learn.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of people pleased here tonight, and we really thank you for joining us. Ahmed Shathria, NASA's Associate Administrator, as we begin to hoist the crew onto the helicopters to head back to the recovery ship. Thank you very much, and congratulations, Ahmed.
Thank you, Ahmed. You've been wonderful. You really have been wonderful. Wow. That looks like a fun ride. At least it's not like zero gravity. Well, I bet it feels like that. I bet after going launching into space, you can't feel, this is like a swing in a park to them. Whee!
This is Mission Control Houston, with the crew members now beginning to be hoisted aboard the Navy helicopters. Let's go to Megan Cruz aboard the USS John P. Murtha, who will take it from here.
Hi, Megan. Would you like to take it from here?
Hey, Rob. Yeah, back on the bow of the ship here, we are seeing the helicopters circling Orion. The first one there, having just completed picking up the first astronaut.
Oh my God, that's
Kilo 2 now.
The helicopter's
hovering
going past.
Just 40 feet.
Oh my God, you've been there
above
all
the front
along.
Porch, lowering a recovery specialist out of the helicopter. That person will touch down in the front porch just there.
I didn't realize.
The crew members already outfitted with a harness that will allow them to quickly attach to the hoisting device. Look at the power of those blades.
Reminds me of a game
throwing
I used
water
to
out
play.
At the center there.
Oh no, that's
the
crazy,
front porch.
It's lucky they're not in
with
Bermuda.
Now 3 astronauts and the recovery specialists. Again, crews already outfitted with a harness vest.
These boats come with air conditioning.
And here we go. Second astronaut now off the front porch, getting hoisted into the second helicopter.
Let's go.
That helicopter will now hover just a distance away to give room for the first helicopter to come back
After dropping off the
and
first
pick up
astronaut.
the third astronaut.
And then as soon as the third astronaut's back, the fourth will come.
As we wait for that helicopter to come back, make its way back around, just want to mention that the President of the United States called our NASA administrator today while he was on the ship, just minutes after we interviewed him live on our coverage, and congratulated him and NASA.
That's nice.
On this history-making moment tonight.
That's amazing. Because it really is.
Helicopter 1 again hovering 40 feet over the front porch. We will soon see another recovery specialist getting lowered onto the front porch.
Wow.
Wow, imagine sitting on that front porch, the wind, the water.
Definitely scaring away the sharks.
But again, the recovery team determined that a helicopter flight back to the ship here would be safer, faster, and more comfortable for our crew, who just completed a 10-day mission around the moon.
Yeah, a helicopter ride in the fucking middle
Third
of the air,
astronaut
hanging off the chain.
in the air, getting hoisted quickly back into the first helicopter now.
Party. Okay, one more. He should be on his way back right now.
That first helicopter now on its way back to the ship here. We will soon see it land in just a few minutes. Again, all this action happening just 3,000 yards away from us, so a very quick flight back to the flight deck. And now the only person left on the front porch, Commander Reed Wiseman. That second helicopter now making its way back over to the front porch. Here it comes. Making its final approach here.
We have connection. We have clearance. Roger, roger. Vector, Victor. Up, and away. Woohoo! Here we go, we're home and we know. Dangling from a helicopter.
The last astronaut, Commander Reed Wiseman, now off the front porch and almost into the second helicopter. Both now on their way back to the ship where we are. The USS John P. Murtha.
How much can we see?
Just west of San Diego in the Pacific Ocean.
This is amazing. I don't think we're allowed to see the ship already. I mean, I've seen every episode of Jag. So I can imagine. But I mean, look how high up you are filming this.
Exciting to see our 4 crew members minutes away from landing on the flight deck here on the recovery ship.
And look how far away.
550 people on this ship. Excited, ready, anxious, looking forward to welcoming this crew aboard.
Only 550, that's a bit. Okay. Oh, wait, is it a submarine?
Watching them now with our own eyes. Close to the ship here.
It's been close to the ship.
Hearing them begin to hover on the flight deck, which is just across from us, here on the bow.
You can hear it now. Oh, hello. Oh, wow, look how big that is.
First helicopter coming in.
That's amazing. I bet you haven't got one like Nick Fury that friggin' floats in the air and goes invisible. Yeah, but that's cool. And to be fair, Nick Fury's
and
like,
wheels down.
Wheels down.
Wheels down of the first helicopter, carrying 2 of our Artemis 2 crew.
Awesome. But Nick Fury's...
Pilot Victor Glover and mission specialist Christina Cook.
Nick Fury's astronauts got superpowers and go through dimensions. Just saying, like.
Hilo 1 on deck reported on the recovery loop. Again, the mission audio loops
Aim higher.
that the recovery team are using here to communicate with one another.
Fantastic.
And an announcement just made on the ship.
Okay.
Integrity incoming.
Hell yeah.
2 more helicopters on their way to the flight deck, one carrying the crew, the other, one of our imagery helicopters. Again, kudos to our imagery and aerial teams for giving us these beautiful views of history in the making.
Well, it's a giant stingray in the water.
Set amid a gorgeous, soon-to-be sunset here in the Pacific Ocean.
Godzilla's going to pop out now, isn't it? Oh, no, wait. Sorry, this feels like a... Wow, that's crazy.
Second helicopter.
It looks so big.
Making its approach of the flight deck.
I'm just thinking of Jagancy and aircraft carriers. They looks
plenty of people here on the bow with their cell phones out.
That's crazy.
Filming this moment.
It's amazing. They should be. It's historical. Oh, look at that. I love helicopters. Here we go. Whoop. Nearly. There we go. Yeah, is this right?
Some impressive flying here by the Navy as we are seconds away from wheels down. And there you go. We now have all 4 Artemis II crew members on the USS John P. Murtha.
That kind of looks digital, but okay. That's weird.
I'm sure they're happy to be out of the water.
Okay, wait, now.
And on this recovery ship with, again, 550 people on board.
Turn them blades off, though. Like, that's
ready
dangerous.
to welcome them home. But first, as we've been saying throughout the broadcast, just making sure the crew feel good.
Yeah.
We reported that they were feeling good when they were in Orion, but those were just initial, quick, verbal assessments of how they're feeling.
Was that before you swung them in the air and tried to land them on the tiny
Their
ship in the middle
destination
of the
tonight,
ocean?
the medical bay here on the ship.
I think they're going to need it.
Right after we power down the helicopters here.
Wow, I didn't know it took so long to power down the blades. So I would have thought they would have had some kind of like brakes or...
The team on the flight deck working quickly but methodically.
Have you tried like, does it work like it does on bikes? Have you tried sticking a stick in between the blades?
Waiting for just one more helicopter to touch down.
I'm joking, don't try that at home, please. One more helicopter. Here we go. You can see the wind. And they're adjusting for the wind with the flag that's blowing there. Getting to the dedicated spot.
Very limited personnel here on the flight deck.
Restricted maneuvering doctrine is in effect.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be on a flight. I wouldn't want to be on the flight deck.
As that third helicopter touches down.
I wouldn't want to be on a flight deck with all those like dangerous blades like spinning around so fast. If I could choose not to be, tend not to like.
The ship is at flight quarters. Stand clear of waiter decks, ACO frame 095, where no cover stop sign, thrown articles over the side, hold all trash and garbage on station. Flight quarters.
I mean,
While just a few folks on the flight deck itself, there are plenty more on some upper decks. I see in some of our views a very packed crowd overhead.
This is the captain of the ship. Can you just please
Announcements being made over the ship's loudspeaker system, reminding folks to stay clear of operational areas like the flight deck.
This is the captain speaking. Can you, all on the deck, can you just lie down,
so
face
that teams
down
can
on the
work
floor,
quickly
please,
to get the crew off of the helicopters and into the medical bay.
Stay safe. Oh my God. don't see any of them slowing down.
Splashdown today, 5:06 p.m. Pacific time.
Really
we are within 2 hours of that splashdown time, and already we have all 4 crew members on the flight deck of the USS John P. Murtha.
Maybe one of them came back from the moon as Blade.
Again, crew waiting before getting out for the helicopters to completely shut down. Safety, of course, very important to NASA and the U.S. military.
And the insurance agency.
So we'll wait just a couple of minutes here before we start seeing crew members walk off the helicopters one by one.
Oh, they're slowing down. It looks like they're finally slowing down. Well, this one on the left is the first one. The one on the right is still going really fast. The last one landed looks like it's slowed down. Oh, this one's nearly stopped. Are they going to wait for them all to get off? Oh, this one's slowed. Okay. Gonna get them all together. Yeah, you got to do that. Here we go. Here we go. 2 down, 2 to go. How is the fourth one slower than the third? There we go. Houston, we have a landing. Go, go, go! Guys, what are you waiting for? Like... Yo, Captain, get your ship in order. Oh, hello. The microphone's broken, so I've got to walk all the way up to here with a message to you from the captain. So basically, these guys are following me, and they're gonna just stand around there for a minute in a circle and do a little dance, play a little game here. Right, you got to get on 2 dots and a line to move forward 2 spaces.
All right, and now here we see pilot Victor Glover.
Hello.
And mission specialist Christina Cook, sitting on the edge of one of the helicopters, looking in great spirits. That familiar smile and laugh from Victor, I can see it from here. Christina, I'm sure, feeling the same way, just blocked a little bit by our camera here, but we'll see her here shortly. A photographer taking their pictures.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Victor saluting folks on the flight deck. They look like they're in great spirits.
I thought they just
happy to be home, I'm sure.
I thought they just needed extra big glasses.
If you're sitting at home, I hope you too are wondering, what would you want to ask them if you got a chance to talk to them? Because that is what I'm thinking about. Getting the opportunity to talk to or ask questions of these 4 astronauts who just made history as the first crew to return to the moon since 1972.
I would simply ask one or all of them, what was the most breathtaking moment of the moon that you experienced? Just to get a better understanding of the place that they've been more than anyone else.
There we see Christina there, also smiling, finally peering out, waving at the cameras.
Hi.
Hello to you too, Christina, yes.
Hi.
Welcome back. Welcome home.
Oh my God, don't make me.
A loudspeaker announcement on the ship saying, "Welcome home, Integrity."
Worth the wait. They better have a nice banquet set up for them.
Victor in great spirits. I can't see who he's talking to, but I kind of think that he might be talking to his other 2 crew members.
They're waiting to come out
shouting
together
from across the flight deck, congratulations to one another.
This is like watching Armageddon. What the hell?
And so now we see some Navy personnel
Excuse me.
walking up to the helicopter. This is again the first helicopter carrying pilot Victor Glover and mission specialist Christina Cook. Both have taken off their helmets now.
Well, I mean, at least if the protective things on the hands fell off, you know that Vic would Glover.
Some pictures, video to catalog this historic moment.
It's live.
A beautiful sunset just behind them here in the Pacific Ocean.
I wish you could move your camera.
Golden hour. These pictures will be beautiful.
Oh.
Now we see NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman. He is on the flight deck, as well as Flight Surgeon Rick Schuring, walking over to Victor and Christina first. We saw the administrator walk over to the other helicopter, which is carrying Commander Reed Weissman and Mission Specialist Jeremy Hansen. We heard from Rick earlier in the broadcast. Again, he said he's going to be out there on the flight deck to do another initial assessment of the crew, ask them how they're feeling.
You know, last time I saw a medic fly.
Anything bothering them? Again, from what I'm seeing, they look like they're in great spirits and feeling pretty good.
But the last time I saw a medic,
for folks who just traveled
walking up to
695,000 miles from Florida to the moon, and now here to the Pacific Ocean.
Last time I saw a medic flying up to the flying vehicle, they stole the Starship Enterprise. So I don't know what's going to go on next. It's crazy, isn't it? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. Carry on. Look at this. Oh, why can't we see the sunset? Look at all these helicopters and all these people.
We're now seeing NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman walking across the flight deck. He had been talking to Reed and Jeremy, now approaching Victor and Christina. A hug from Victor?
Oh.
A hug from Christina?
Oh.
What a moment that we're getting to experience together.
Indeed. This is amazing.
I'm sure congratulatory words. You know, we got to speak to the administrator live on this broadcast as well, and he said the kid in him right now, giddy, absolutely giddy.
I feel that.
At what we were able to accomplish
they've made it back
today.
This is them. They're
returning them home safely and in good spirits after a 10-day mission around the moon. And here we go. We're seeing Jeremy.
Wait, we're moving.
Walking, waving across the flight deck, now on his way to the medical bay.
Wait, can he not walk on his own? Oh no.
It's a short walk. Less than a minute. Again, that's why the recovery team decided to use helicopters to get them on the flight deck.
Well, they're not going to use boats to get
for that short walk to medical bay.
Oh.
And now on the flight deck, we see the chief of the astronaut office, Scott Tingle.
Sorry.
Rick Schuring switching places. He's going over to the other helicopter. Big hugs, big hugs.
Big hugs. He's got
from Victor, Christina.
He's got Ahmed's tingles.
To Scott.
Oh.
Again, a gorgeous sunset, setting the stage for this recovery tonight.
I can see it glistening in the sea, but I can't see the sun. But this is amazing. Oh, that's really beautiful. Now we're going to get the second one. Here we go.
All right.
Are they both
and now
coming?
Here we are, Christina.
Oh no, just one.
Making her way,
oh.
Looking thankful, grateful, happy to be home.
Why did they have to hold her? She looks okay. Is she a prisoner?
You can see
Please,
she's looking up again. Lots of people, just a few levels up off the flight deck.
They're taking me away. I just want to see my family. They're taking me away.
Welcoming her home.
This is your torture chair. I'm joking. This is a joke. Sorry. Hello. I've got
Scott holding the door like a gentleman, but back on his way.
I hope all these pictures.
To the other crew still on the flight deck.
I hope all these pictures go on NASA's website because it's going to be amazing. And then I hope the world sees them. I hope they're not like used for money.
So still on the flight deck. Victor Glover and Reed Weissman.
Wow.
It looks like Victor will be the next one headed to medical bay. More hugs, more hugs. He's a hugger.
Wouldn't you want to hug
Victor
the person?
looking good as he walks across the flight deck.
Wouldn't you want to hug the person who's just been around the moon?
NASA administrator applauding.
Oh, look at him. He's on his
Victor
own.
applauding.
He's walking on his own. Right?
For all the folks on the ship with him who played a role in their safe return today.
I salute you, sir. You've been amazing. And I look forward to hearing about the moon. When you're better, of course. And you've had time with your family. Does he need a minute? Is he okay?
And finally, just one Artemis II crew member left on the flight deck, Commander Reed Weissman.
Yeah, just pulling that rope that you pulled me up out of my arse. Right, I'm coming.
Applause from the group there on the flight deck,
Hell yeah.
I'm sure, as well as
Everyone around the world.
on the level just above them, packed with people.
Fantastic.
Reed looking good as he takes his steps
Awesome.
towards the medical bay.
And I guess this is where we leave all 4 of our astronauts. Until we meet again. Many beautiful wishes.